Good day everyone, my name is Dr. James Alexander Joseph D.O. and I'm thrilled to be here today to discuss a pressing issue in neurology and public health. The title of my presentation is Toxic Fog, When Memory Fades, where we'll explore the emerging patterns of cognitive decline, their causes, and potential interventions based on my independent analysis and comparisons with published research. Before we dive in, I want to emphasize that the images and information you'll see today stem from my own independent analysis, cross-referenced with established published research. This presentation is intended solely for educational and collaborative purposes, to spark discussion and further inquiry among professionals and the public alike. Let's begin by examining the new dementia landscape we're facing. Under the microscope, we're seeing thickened biofilms, abnormal structures, and toxic fragments that weren't as prevalent before. There's been a sharp rise in forgetfulness, cognitive decline, and what many describe as faded memories, alarmingly even in younger patients. The key question we must ask is this just ordinary brain fog, or is it signaling accelerated early dementia? Dementia often hides in plain sight, with varying degrees of awareness among those affected. Only 5 to 15% show obvious symptoms that disrupt work, relationships, and independence. Another 10 to 25% are aware of mild symptoms but manage to mask them in daily life. The largest group, 20 to 40%, remains unaware of their decline, which is only detectable through cognitive testing. Many people maintain a social mask, hiding their symptoms effectively, which suggests the true prevalence is likely much higher than reported. When we compare timelines of dementia progression, the differences pre- and post-COVID are stark. Before COVID, the decline from early to moderate to severe stages typically spanned 8 to 15 years. Now post-COVID, we're seeing the early and moderate stages collapse into just months for many individuals. Some patients are presenting with what would have once been classified as moderate dementia within a remarkably short period. I propose a dual-hit acceleration model to explain this rapid progression. First, COVID-related injuries disrupt the blood-brain barrier, cause microvascular damage, and trigger inflammation. Second, environmental toxins like metals, plastics, and endocrine disruptors compound the issue. The synergy is devastating. COVID increases permeability, allowing these neurotoxins to penetrate deeper into the brain, accelerating cognitive decline far beyond what we'd expect from either factor alone. Turning to the mechanisms behind memory loss, let's focus on the emotional core of memory. The amygdala-hippocampus axis is crucial for creating vivid, emotional memories. Dopamine tags events with salience and reward, while norepinephrine heightens arousal and aids in consolidating charged events. When these systems are disrupted, memories may form, but they lose their depth and personal meaning, leaving individuals with a sense of emotional flatness in recall. Next, consider the structural framework of memory involving the hippocampus-cortex network that encodes clarity and detail. Acetylcholine plays a key role in attention, learning, and recall, with its loss being a hallmark of Alzheimer's. Glutamate supports long-term potentiation, the foundation of memory storage. Disruptions here cause encoding to falter and recall to weaken, resulting in fragmented or incomplete memories that feel unreliable. At the heart of these systems are nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, acting as a hinge between emotional and structural memory processes. These receptors are located in the hippocampus, amygdala, and cortex, regulating acetylcholine-driven encoding as well as dopamine and norepinephrine release. When blocked by toxins or inflammation, both clarity and depth are lost simultaneously. Conversely, supporting them, through substances like nicotine or cytisine, a plant alkaloid used in European smoking cessation, can reinforce both systems and potentially mitigate decline. Heavy metals and microplastics are major culprits in this toxic fog. Heavy metals disrupt calcium signaling, damage mitochondria, induce oxidative stress, and accelerate amyloid and tau pathology, primarily affecting structural memory. Microplastics and endocrine disruptors interfere with hormone-driven repair, cause microvascular obstruction, and disrupt emotional memory. Together, they lead to microglial overactivation, persistent oxidative stress, and synaptic degeneration, creating a vicious cycle of neural damage. Autoantibodies and neuroinflammation further exacerbate the problem by disrupting key receptors like NMDA, AMPA, dopamine, and GABA. This causes microglial activation, impaired signaling, and progressive cognitive decline. These autoantibodies are often triggered by infections such as EBV, CMV, or HSV, highlighting how past or ongoing infections can silently contribute to what appears as sudden memory fading. One promising intervention is targeted plasma extraction, which can lead to memory revival. This process clears heavy metals and microplastics, reducing stress and damage to neural tissues. It also removes endocrine disruptors, restoring hormone signaling and supporting neural repair. Additionally, it reduces autoantibodies, stabilizing neurotransmission. Emerging research indicates improvements in brain fog, encephalitis, and dementia-like syndromes through this approach. Looking ahead, memory restoration research is exploring exciting emerging approaches. Ketamine can reopen windows of plasticity, enabling access to lost memories and aiding reconsolidation. Exosome therapy delivers growth factors to support this process. Serotonin-modulating agents, such as psilocybin, may restore the emotional depth of recalled memories, with potential benefits even for deeply personal ones like romantic memories. In conclusion, the onset of dementia is shifting dramatically from years to mere months, representing a true public health crisis. Without urgent intervention, entire generations face the risk of early cognitive decline. The time to act is now, through awareness, research, and innovative treatments, to combat this toxic fog and preserve our memories for the future.